Hello, New York Yankees fans. We have brand new exclusive videos and the latest news. Before we get started, we'd like to invite you to join our channel and give this video a like. It's crucial to get exclusive access to the latest updates. There's an electric buzz swirling around the streets of New York, a hum that can't be ignored, a sense that something monumental is on the horizon for a city that never sleeps. Whispers have been growing louder over the past weeks, a mix of speculation and insider chatter, and now the rumor mill seems to have hit a fever pitch. Everyone from sports talk radio hosts to late-night podcasters is leaning in, mouths slightly agape, because the idea that a singular talent, one of the most talked-about players in the entire sport, could be heading to the Yankees has shifted from speculation to almost certain inevitability. The whispers aren't just about the contract numbers, which are astronomical and could rewrite expectations for future signings. They're about the seismic impact this move could have on the team, the league, and even the city itself. Fans are buzzing on social media, some in disbelief, some in ecstatic anticipation, and the conversation is no longer limited to New York. It's global, stretching from casual fans scrolling through highlights in Tokyo to die-hard enthusiasts in Los Angeles dissecting every possible strategic angle. The intensity of the chatter suggests that this is more than a signing. It's shaping up to be a cultural moment, a headline that transcends the usual boundaries of baseball news and enters into the territory of citywide speculation and narrative crafting. What makes this rumor particularly irresistible, beyond the obvious talent involved, is the story it promises to tell. Here is a player whose skill set is nearly mythic, someone who has already rewritten conventional expectations in the sport, blending power, precision, and athleticism in a way few have ever managed. The talk among insiders is that pairing this talent with a team that already has historic expectations and a legacy of success could catalyze something almost cinematic in scale, a perfect storm of talent, strategy, and spectacle. Analysts are already theorizing about lineup adjustments, pitching rotations, and how the clubhouse chemistry might evolve under this infusion of star power. The chatter is dense with speculation on branding opportunities, merchandise sales, and the inevitable flood of media appearances that will dominate headlines for months. Fans are theorizing endlessly, creating scenarios in comment threads and forums that read like speculative fiction, blending wishful thinking with statistical projections, and the sense of anticipation is so palpable that it feels almost tangible. The rumor isn't just a story about baseball. It's a story about identity, ambition, and the idea that New York, with all its storied history, might be on the verge of witnessing a transformation unlike any it has seen before. The financial implications are, naturally, a major point of discussion, and the numbers being thrown around are staggering. Contracts like this are not just deals. They're statements, signaling a willingness to invest in both the present and the future to shape the trajectory of a team for years to come. Financial analysts and sports economists are weighing in, trying to quantify what this signing could mean for ticket sales, local business engagement, and even broader economic ripple effects throughout the city. But beyond the cold arithmetic, there's the human element, the excitement in the faces of young fans, the way local media will frame every practice, every press conference, every throw in the bullpen as monumental. The conversation has already shifted from will it happen to what will happen first, and speculation about first games, first home runs, and first showings of dominance dominates the rumor mill. Fans are imagining packed stadiums, chants echoing through Yankee Stadium, and the kind of media spectacle that only a signing of this magnitude can generate. Conversations in New York bars, coffee shops, and offices are dominated by theories, counter-theories, and hypothetical lineups that reflect not just hope, but a collective sense of impending history being written in real time. What adds fuel to the fire is the timing, which insiders suggest couldn't be more perfect. This is not just a strategic move on paper. It's a cultural coup designed to dominate headlines and capture attention at a moment when the league is hungry for narrative arcs that can sustain audience engagement over months. Bloggers, vloggers, and sports commentators are spinning their own theories, some incredulous, some gleeful, imagining how this player's presence will recalibrate expectations, not just on the field, but across every media platform imaginable. The speculation extends to potential rivalries reigniting, the strategic chess matches in the dugout, and the psychological impact on opponents who now must contend with a player whose reputation alone can disrupt traditional game planning. The rumor is no longer contained to whispers. It has become a movement, a tide that seems unstoppable, pulling fans, analysts, and casual observers alike into a shared frenzy of anticipation, debate, and sheer curiosity about how it will all unfold once the signing is officially confirmed. Another element driving the feverish conversation is the player's established global profile, which ensures that this is not merely a local story, but a worldwide spectacle. International media are already dissecting every aspect of potential moves, branding partnerships, and implications for the league's international reach. The social media impact is undeniable, with hashtags trending and fan art proliferating almost as quickly as speculation itself. Analysts point out that this signing could trigger a ripple effect across the league, influencing future contracts, inspiring new generations of athletes, and reshaping perceptions of what is possible in the sport. From strategy meetings in luxury boxes to late-night think pieces published in high-profile sports journals, the conversation touches on every angle: financial, tactical, cultural, and psychological, making it impossible for any fan or observer to ignore. This is more than just a rumor. It's a story that feels alive, constantly evolving, with each new tidbit, each alleged insider leak, amplifying the excitement to unprecedented levels. At the center of it all is the question that fuels every rumor. What will the city of New York look like with this talent in its lineup? The speculation ranges from immediate dominance on the field to long-term transformations in team culture and fan engagement. Street-level chatter suggests that businesses near the stadium are already anticipating increased traffic, that local media are preparing special coverage, and that fan communities are mobilizing in unprecedented ways. Even casual observers are drawn into the narrative, fascinated by the potential for a historic moment that will be dissected, remembered, and revisited for years. Every angle is being explored: marketing strategies, potential partnerships, merchandising opportunities, even cultural references in music, film, and television. The rumor is more than a player transfer. It is a multi-layered story, weaving together economic, cultural, and sporting threads into a tapestry that is almost too big to contain in one narrative. And as the chatter continues to build, one thing is clear: the anticipation is no longer hypothetical. It is palpable, it is electric, and it is sweeping the city with a force that few rumors in any field have ever matched. As the speculation deepens, fans and insiders alike are beginning to imagine the domino effect this signing could trigger across the league. Every team suddenly feels the pressure to respond, to recalibrate strategies, to rethink rosters and player roles in anticipation of facing a lineup now imbued with near-mythical talent. Commentators are theorizing endlessly about the psychological impact on rival players, imagining how opposing pitchers might alter their approach, how managers might scramble to develop new game plans, and how even seasoned veterans could feel the subtle shift in energy when this player steps onto the field. The rumor has sparked a cultural phenomenon where discussions spill over from sports columns into mainstream media, late-night talk shows, and social media feeds, creating a feedback loop where each new theory, each leaked whisper, accelerates the frenzy. In coffee shops and sports bars across the country, enthusiasts debate possible outcomes with almost ritualistic intensity, dissecting every potential scenario from a tactical standpoint, while simultaneously marveling at the sheer spectacle of the move. The narrative has become layered, blending tactical analysis, cultural commentary, and pure fan excitement into a single, cohesive buzz that is impossible to ignore. People are no longer asking whether this will happen. They are imagining what the city, the stadium, and the sport itself will look like after the signing shakes the foundations of expectation, and the sheer scale of these conversations reflects the extraordinary nature of the rumor. But before we continue, please remember to join our channel and give this video a like. Your support allows us to keep bringing you the latest news about the New York Yankees. Feel free to share your thoughts on the news in the comments. Equally captivating is the anticipated media frenzy, which insiders suggest will be unprecedented in scope and intensity. Every practice, every throw, every interview will likely be dissected, analyzed, and reinterpreted across multiple platforms, fueling a cycle of anticipation that keeps fans and pundits perpetually engaged. Media outlets are already preparing feature pieces, interviews, and special segments that will highlight every angle, from financial considerations to lifestyle coverage, ensuring that the story transcends traditional sports reporting and enters the broader cultural consciousness. Fans are imagining viral moments, social media challenges, and branding tie-ins that could emerge as a direct result of the signing, extending the narrative far beyond the confines of the stadium. Even casual observers, who may not follow baseball closely, are being drawn into the conversation simply because the scale of attention and speculation is so immense. The rumor has, in essence, created a cultural gravitational pull that draws attention from across demographics, geographies, and media formats. The city itself seems to be caught up in a collective imagination, picturing packed stands, iconic moments frozen in highlight reels, and a sense of anticipation that is almost cinematic in its intensity. This is more than a sports story. It is a social phenomenon, a narrative that everyone feels compelled to discuss, theorize, and experience in some way, as if they're all part of a shared prelude to history. Meanwhile, social media has become the epicenter of the frenzy, with platforms flooded by fan theories, memes, and speculation about every possible scenario. Hashtags trend almost instantly, creating micro-communities of enthusiasts who debate, analyze, and celebrate the rumor with almost ritualistic fervor. Influencers, bloggers, and vloggers weigh in with their own interpretations, creating a constant stream of content that both reflects and amplifies the excitement surrounding the story. Fans discuss potential first appearances, signature plays, and even merchandise opportunities as though they are uncovering the next chapter of a serialized drama. The rumor has evolved into a participatory spectacle, where public imagination and media coverage feed each other, creating a perpetual cycle of anticipation that feels increasingly tangible. Even more casual fans find themselves swept up in the conversation, sharing opinions, crafting scenarios, and imagining the spectacle of a player of this caliber taking the field in one of the most iconic franchises in sports history. The excitement is infectious, the energy almost palpable, and a sense of being part of a historic moment creates a communal buzz that spreads far beyond traditional fan bases. New York, in particular, is portrayed almost as a stage, with every alley, every street corner, and every bar becoming a microcosm of this shared anticipation, as if the entire city is collectively holding its breath in expectation of what might unfold. Speculation also extends to rival teams, who are imagined recalibrating their strategies in response to this seismic shift. The rumor suggests a cascading effect across the league, as competitors scramble to anticipate the advantages and challenges posed by the arrival of such extraordinary talent. Analysts imagine tense strategy sessions, sudden shifts in pitching rotations, and even psychological games designed to cope with the potential dominance of the new star. Every conceivable angle is being considered, from the tactical minutiae of in-game decisions to broader questions of season-long championship strategies. Fans enjoy projecting these scenarios, debating which teams might rise or falter in response, and constructing narratives that blend statistical analysis with storytelling flair. The rumor has become a lens through which the entire league is being reimagined, elevating the conversation from a single player signing to a transformative event with the potential to influence league dynamics, media coverage, and even cultural perception of the sport itself. In essence, it is no longer just about the team or even the player. It is about an entire ecosystem of expectation, competition, and imagination converging around a single, electrifying possibility. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to keep receiving exclusive news about the New York Yankees, please subscribe to our channel and give us a like. We always appreciate your comments and opinions. See you in the next video.